This horse is Holding Pattern, and he won the Haskell Invitational in 1974, and then he came back and won the Travers at Saratoga. He was quite a little horse, and he wound up beating the 3-year-old champion twice, hooked him 2 times, beat him both times, and that was Little Current. He had won the Preakness in Belmont, and this little horse beat him twice, hooked him twice and beat him twice.
So what, you were carrying less, first of all, what's your name?
My name is Michael Miceli.
All right, we want to give you your...
I was the pilot of Holding Pattern in 1974.
Right, now he was carrying a little bit less weight, but were you expecting to win, or Jesse was, I don't know, was he somewhat favored to win as well, or?
Well, he was quite a horse. He always tried hard. We had won the Champagne with him as a 2-year-old at Belmont, and then he came out the next year and wound up winning the Haskell and Travers. So he was a Grade 1 horse.
And then on the other side, you have that picture of the...
This is the picture at Monmouth Park with him winning the... it was then called the Monmouth Invitational.
Yeah, so you beat him by a nose, and then you beat him by a head.
Right, 2 photo finishes.
Wow, so that was definitely impressive. So what are you doing nowadays?
Now I'm training horses. I've been training horses about 28, 30 years now. And we were today at Pimlico, and I run into you today, and it was a memorable trip.
And is that as training gives you as much joy as, I know it's probably some hard work too, than being a jockey?
When I was a jock, the feeling was great, and as a trainer, the feeling's the same.
Okay, all right, and you race out of what? Mostly New York, New Jersey?
Belmont, Aqueduct, Saratoga.
Okay, so if anybody needs a good trainer, look for you at Belmont then.
Absolutely, I'm open for business.
All right.
Also in 1974, we were second in the Derby with a horse called Hudson County, and Cannon 8 beat him that year.
They're in the gate. They're off. Racing for the lead on the outside is Silver Florin, moves out quickly between horses Better Arbiter. It's Silver Florin going right to the front. Moving between horses now on the outside. Hudson County races up second with Rube the Great third. Better Arbiter between horses fourth. Holding Pattern on the outside fifth. Key to the Gun is sixth, and it's Hatful seventh. Secaucus eighth. Little Current ninth, and a trailing Sherby. They round the turn with Silver Florin getting the lead by 2 lengths. Hudson County moves second. Between horses, Better Arbiter is third. On the outside, Holding Pattern now moves third. Along the rail, Rube the Great fourth with Better Arbiter fifth. A gap of 4 lengths. Key to the Gun is sixth. Then it's Secaucus on the inside, Hatful on the outside. A gap of 10 lengths to Little Current and Sherby. Down the back stretch, Silver Florin holds the lead. Hudson County racing second. On the outside, Holding Pattern is third. Better Arbiter on the outside fourth. Along the rail, Rube the Great is fifth. Hatful moving sixth. On the outside, a Key to the Gun is seventh. Then it's Secaucus eighth. Little Current ninth, and a Sherby last. They round the far turn with Silver Florin on the lead. Holding Pattern now moving up on the outside to challenge with Better Arbiter coming on third. Hudson County along the rail fourth. Hatful races up fifth, and it's Key to the Gun sixth. Little Current now beginning to drive on the outside to seventh with Secaucus eighth. They round the turn, and Holding Pattern has the lead with Better Arbiter on the outside to second. Hudson County down along the rail third. They turn for home with Holding Pattern on the lead. On the outside, Better Arbiter second with Hudson County third. Little Current now driving up fourth. Down the stretch, it's Holding Pattern on the lead. On the outside, Little Current now driving into second position and going after the leader. It's Holding Pattern in front with Little Current closing in. The photo sign. They'll examine a photograph before posting the order finish. Please hold all tickets.
The assistant starter put it back in place, and we're ready to go again. And they're off. From between horses, Chris Everett going for the lead. Holding pattern along the inside is next. Accipiter on the rail. TV Newscaster is fourth. Up on the outside, Menocal. Passing the stands for the first time. Chris Everett has the lead as TV Newscaster between horses moves up to challenge. On the outside, Menocal is third. Holding pattern fourth on the rail. Accipiter is fifth. Golden Mare on the outside, sixth by 3. Prince of Reason is seventh. Along the inside, Sea Songster in eighth position. Then a gap of 6 lengths to Kin Run. Little Current is between horses. And on the outside, Park Guard. Onto the back stretch now, and Menocal has the lead by a length and a quarter. Chris Everett is now second, and on the outside, Accipiter ranges up. Those three now tightly bunched. Chris Everett up on the outside, back to challenge. Menocal on the rail. Accipiter is third by 4 lengths. TV Newscaster is next, holding pattern between horses. Golden Mare is sixth on the outside. Then it's Prince of Reason, seventh. Sea Songster moves up on the rail, eighth. Little Current is ninth at this point, followed by Park Guard. Kin Run 11th. Past the half-mile pole and to the far turn. Chris Everett leads by a length and a half. On the outside, Accipiter is second by a head, holding pattern third. Between horses, Prince of Reason boldly moves up into the fourth spot. On the outside, it's Golden Mare. Menocal dropping back. Coming to the quarter pole, Chris Everett has the lead by a head, holding pattern, moving up on the outside with Prince of Reason a closer third. They're into the stretch now. Chris Everett from between horses, holding pattern on the outside along the rail. Prince of Reason is next. Down the stretch they come on the outside, holding pattern from between horses. Chris Everett coming on again. It's holding pattern in front by 1. Chris Everett is second, and here comes Little Current on the outside. Holding pattern with Little Current coming on. Here's the finish. Holding pattern holds on and wins it by a head. But jockey Mike Miceli aboard.
They're off of the Caesar's Wish Stakes. Artful Splatter out first. Gracetown from the rail, His Glory, and Sweet Sammy D on the chase of between horses. And here's Mrs. Orb, the favorite, on the outside into the first turn, run about the 3-path. It's Suggestive Honor racing back of the pack, and Trolley Ride trailing some 10 off the pace. Round that turn they go, past the 7-ace pole. Artful Splatter leads the way, length and change in front from His Glory in second, together 5, and Sweet Sammy D. Mrs. Orb, the favorite, is fourth, and chasing some 7 off that pacemaker. And back to Gracetown, Suggestive Honor, and Trolley Ride 7th and last. The pace has been sharp. The opening quarter went 23.52, so 5 furlongs from home. Artful Splatter, the Grace, showing the way. A length and a half from His Glory, second, another 4 to Sweet Sammy D. Mrs. Orb still at an even pace, heading for the far turn run. On the outside is Trolley Ride trying to advance to the back of the pack. Then Gracetown and Suggestive Honor. Half mile, 46.63. Round that far turn, Artful Splatter's been moving right along the whole way, still going a good clip. His Glory's been in pursuit throughout. Trolley Ride's made a lot of ground for the back of the pack and is moving up stoutly on the outside. Trolley Ride now within 3 of that leader. Mrs. Orb is right there in fourth with a chance. Top of the stretch, they make the turn for home, and the Caesar's Wish. Artful Splatter, Trolley Ride. His Glory in between horses. Mrs. Orb is switched to the far outside, and Sweet Sammy D extreme outside trying to get a share. Here's Trolley Ride at the top. Trolley Ride, Mrs. Orb for the final furlong. Trolley Ride, and Mrs. Orb closing in with each and every stride. Mrs. Orb, it's Trolley Ride second now, and Mrs. Orb will get the job done under Horatio Caramanis while fighting Trolley Ride, who gave all second. Sweet Sammy D was third. Artful Splatter fourth. His Glory fifth.
The Caesar's wish goes to a tenacious Mrs. Orb. Horatio Caramano's aboard. I'm very pleased to be joined by trainer Mike Miceli. Mike, let's talk about this run first. Artful Splatter, much in front. Any nerves how far back your mare was?
She's done that before. Usually she's kind of a position type mare, and today she was a little farther back. But she can come from that far back with no problem, you know, just how the race unfolds for her.
And tell me a little bit about her character and what she's like to train. 6-year-old mare very rarely doesn't turn up on race day.
Yeah, she's a tough gal and not the easiest to train, but you don't mind when they can run.
Oh, do tell.
Yeah.
Well, what is it like to train her? You say she's not the easiest. Does she get nervous at home?
She's a little temperamental, and you just pretty well got to cater to her needs. And if you do that, it goes a long way.
Well, you clearly get along with her and get the best out of her.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you,
well
Naomi.
done. Congratulations. Mrs. Orb in the Caesar's Wish.